Phototherapy machines are normally on wheels and are self-standing, so you can move them to the cot where the baby will receive treatment. They can also be used with other devices like radiant warmers, oxygen concentrators, or CPAP. You can plug the device into a normal socket.
With me here, it's a Colibri phototherapy machine.
Phototherapy machines do not use a lot of power, so you can use an extension lead if needed. Indeed, the Colibri device is able to run off battery power.
The Colibri device also has an internal battery, so even when there is no power, you will see the display saying off.
The machine can run for up to 12 hours on the battery as long as it has been fully charged. The battery charges when the machine is on.
This is the power button, you have to hard press it.
When the machine turns on, you will briefly see the total running hours since new. Only 7 hours in this case. After 3 seconds, the display then shows the running time since turning it on. The N stands for normal. It shows that the machine is in normal or standard mode. The machine has a second mode, intensive or boost, where the light is stronger. The N changes to a B for boost when switched to intensive mode. You press the second button with the icons of the bulbs to switch between modes. You only need to press once. So, for example, if you see these on the display of a machine being used to treat a baby, it means the machine has been running for 72 hours and 30 minutes on a standard mode. And if you see this, it means the machine has been running for 13 hours and 20 minutes on intensive mode.
Another thing which affects the intensity of the light is the height of the phototherapy. So you need to adjust the height to the correct height.
If you put the lamp higher, this will weaken the light. If the lamp is closer to the baby, it is more intense.
Then you can lock it.
Before placing the baby, you can check that there is the correct amount of light using a light meter. This should be held just above the mattress, as you want to measure the light actually reaching the baby. Light is measured in microwatts per square centimeter per nanometer. The light levels should be at 25 to 30 microwatts for regular therapy and 30 to 35 microwatts for intensive therapy. The easiest way to adjust the light intensity to the desired level is simply to raise or lower the lights.
When using a phototherapy device, make sure that the mattress is covered in a white cloth. This is because the blue light reflects and it also increases the treatment area.
The Phoenix device is very similar. You can adjust the strength of the light using the arrow keys. You don't need to hold this down. You press just once to switch between low or high intensity. Below that, it tells you how long it is since treatment started. The Phoenix comes with its own light meter, which plugs into the device at the back. This should be held just above the mattress to read the strength of the light. You take the reading from the display on the machine itself, rather than on the light meter. And again, if you raise the lights, you will decrease the intensity. If you lower them to be closer to the baby, you increase the intensity. The Phoenix and many other devices also have a white light, which can be turned on to examine a baby. Do not try to assess the baby for jaundice under a blue light.
The white light should not be on when you are doing the treatment, and also the white light should be off when you are taking readings using a light meter.
Both these phototherapy devices are designed to be used with a radiant warmer.
The Colibri has an open space so that when you're using it under the radiant warmer, the heat does not affect the LEDs.
Make sure the heater is above the middle of the gap. The Phoenix device solves the same problem in a different way. The top part containing the lamps tilts up at an angle. This allows you to also move it to one side and place a radiant warmer over the baby. Make sure that you read the light intensity after you have tilted the head, as the lamps will now be further away from the baby.
It is important that you keep the head of the phototherapy light out of the way of the radiant warmer's heat, otherwise the phototherapy lights will be damaged and the baby may not be kept warm.
Temperature management is of course extremely important, especially as the baby might require phototherapy treatment for several days.